What's up, guys? Like I said, we in here. I was hoping I was able to get here and go live, and I made it. The car, it made it. Thank God no cops got behind me tonight, because it was smoking abnormally bad today. This morning, on the way to work, it didn't smoke much at all. I mean, it smoked, but in comparison to when it's poofing. What's up, Bowden? Hey, guys. Appreciate you guys all tuning back in. Everyone smash that like button. So right now, tonight, me and Nino are going to finish up that collab tube, as well as I'm going to work on a couple other things. To be honest, I'm not 100% sure on what I'm going to work on yet, besides these pieces. I'm probably just going to get ready. Probably just going to get some prep ready and cut down into the right sizes and get some sections built for just some really nice heady hammers and nice dry pipes. Some bigger pipes, though, not just regular spoons. This piece of glass ain't wanting to fill out evenly. The sticker packs right now, they vary. I've never sold sticker packs until recently, till like now. So there's a couple different options right now because I have 2 different designs that are coming in. Two different designs are coming in, as well as the amount of stickers you want. So, but I'm figuring the most expensive sticker pack, which will be both of the designs plus a couple of other glass-related stickers. So a total of like 4 plus. So a total of like 8 to 10 stickers. For like $2 each sticker, basically, is how I think it's going to end up working out. But you can also just get one design or just my stickers. Who asked? Oh, Jamie? Yeah, hit me up on are you the one that doesn't have an IG? Or do you have an IG? You have an IG. We were just talking, right? Yeah, hit me back up on there, and I'll send you the little the little file I wrote up for sticker packs and how I'm gonna price them. But basically, they range for anywhere from like $5 for a smaller sticker pack up to $20 for a larger sticker pack for the largest one. $5 will get you 2 stickers, one of each design, and then $10 will get you. I don't even remember exactly how I have it worked out, but I'll send you the price sheet. That way you know. All right. Well, right now I'm encasing this opal. You want to treat opals very gently the entire time through. Basically, what you want to do is you want to use you want to cover the type with soot, and then you want to slowly cook that soot away. Once the opal tacks to a wall, that's when you turn your flame way down and get a nice tiny flame, and you just slowly cook the air out. And you want to have the tip of the end of the rod we refer to as the elbow up, so the oxygen or the air in the tube will push the air out as it gets hot. If I did elbow down, it would trap a lot of air. You also want to not overheat these because it'll scuzz them out. It'll make them look not good in comparison to what they should look like. I also thought that the cameras were not working, but the indictments today for the two prison guards who really were grossly negligent, at the very least, indicates that the cameras weren't working and that according to the... So the encasement of an opal can be as simple as a spear, which are super simple to encase, and then they have very complicated shapes like skulls and all kinds of different shapes from the company I order my opals through. And the more complicated the shape, the harder it is to encase. What piece are you making right now? This is, I'm working on attachments for that collab piece that we're finishing tonight. What's the wildest piece I've made? I don't know. It's a good question. There's a few that I'm pretty proud of.
Well, what would you look for, Sean? I mean, you look for in a case like this, being a former criminal investigator myself, motive. And as Ronaldo accurately stated, I mean, motives are everywhere. Some of the evidence I'm hearing from sources is that the network of cameras around Epstein's operation was pretty significant, which leads me to believe there was probably some significant...
So I'm just watching the air and how the glass is slowly eating its way around the opal. And I'm just making sure that I don't let the air get trapped in there. It stinks because it always does this weird thing. Here, let me try this. I think that might be a little better. Is that better? So you see the clear is slowly wrapping around this opal. And you don't want this to get too cold or it'll crack. The whole thing will.
I just think that when you see the cameras, it's hard to explain it any other way than the fact that the guy was left alone. And well, okay, now you want to kill yourself. The cameras are bad. Hello, cameras. I'm not according to this indictment.
You know, encasing an opal can take anywhere from 5 minutes to probably upwards of close to an hour, depending on how big it is and how complicated of a shape it is.
Wow, he's a liar. He's a liar. And you know, he's already busted. He's got to answer to the queen. Well, that's what that. I answered that. For example, he said he had some medical condition and he couldn't sweat. And some pictures surfaced of him sweat up a storm. So that didn't quite work out for him.
Yeah, if you want a water pipe any, we can work something out like that. If you're like trying to get a bubbler or something, it'll most likely have to be a custom order. I don't make those very often anymore, unless it's custom order. Sometimes I'll make a couple, and you know they sell pretty quick once I make them, because I don't make a lot of them anymore. And sorry, you guys, if I'm not catching your. the wildest UV piece. To be honest, the most wild UV piece I've ever made was probably like pendants. I go hard on pendants with the design, different loops or bales or what they're called, and different designs, different. Sometimes I do hollow, sometimes I do solid. You know, but a pendant is a couple steps, a couple moves away from being an attachment on a thong instead of a pendant. So it's not really. And then as far as like a UV piece and like a bong or something big, a tube, I did a pretty sick Sherlock that was all space tech, and then it had Illuminati, which glows like neon green under a black light, super bright too. So I had the space tech with a bunch of Illuminati on it, and just the way that the Illuminati lined up and how it all was designed under the black light, it was just crazy looking. I'm sure it's on my Instagram, probably pretty far back, probably like 4 years back or something, 3 years back. But all my work, almost every piece I've ever made is on my Instagram. Yeah, everyone hit that like button though, and if you have any other questions, keep asking. I'll answer them as I see them. Nino's inside right now. He's eating dinner with the fam bam, the Nino family. But as soon as he gets out here, he's probably gonna hop on the torch too, and I'll be switching. He has his torch up and going now. He went and got oxygen, so I'll be switching the computer back and forth from my bench side to his bench side. And that's why I'm really wanting to get 1,000 subs, you guys, is because it's super hard to deal with this laptop on my bench. We barely have enough space as it is. And then I'm trying to introduce a computer on the bench. It's just a pain, but I enjoy you guys being able to watch. I want to be able to share some of the knowledge I have, and hopefully get somebody enthused enough about glass blowing to where they actually want to start trying it. So this one's almost finished. I just almost caught some air right at the last second, so I'm just puffing right there to not allow that air to get caught.
This November. Issues with the ship shell. All of this is a hoax. The continuation of a hoax for 3.5 years. You know what I found fascinating, folks? Neither Lieutenant Colonel Vinman nor Jennifer Williams, the star witnesses today who were on the phone call, both of them said they knew nothing.
I don't know if my chat's lagging or if you guys just aren't talking at the moment.
These people, in my opinion, as far as my assumptions of things are making no credibility whatsoever.
Still glowing a little too much for the camera's liking.
Their eyes here is as clear as a bell. It is so much smoke and mirrors. It's such a web of deceit. There are sacks in the war in front of
So this is a marquise shape. It's like a teardrop shape.
The whole thing is an absolute disgrace to the country. It's an insult to the people of this country.
And this is a black opal,
In addition,
and it's amazing the colors that are on this. It's absolutely amazing. This one has greens, blues, yellows, oranges, pinks. I mean, it just has so many different colors within this opal that it's wild that they can do this. And these are called Gilson opals. They're actually man-made. These are not natural opals. You cannot encase any type of natural opal within glass. Opals just cannot withstand the type of heat that we expose the glass to. It will just basically turn it into black smoke.
And the liberal mom wasn't having any of it. We debate the lessons learned, plus two shocking developments in the Jeffrey Epstein case, a top prison official's comments, and the FBI's involvement in raising more questions about his supposed suicide. But first, a star witness for a tale. That's the book is up tonight.
So that's encased. I'm not going to tear it off yet. I'm going to leave it on there right now, just for size, because I have to make the two other attachments. Actually, I lied. I haven't taken it off here. Now this part finished up and ready for Nino. What's up, Kristen? I'm glad you're able to make this one. Yeah, so Nino's going to be attaching these all to the tube. I think, or I might attach them. I don't know, whichever he wants to do. It doesn't bother me none either way. When you do a collaboration, it's all teamwork. So, especially when it's with one of your friends that you're close with, you really just there's no ego in it at all, really. So to just take this off of the blow tube, I will stick a cold seal onto it. So my left hand right here, this one, I heat that rod up red hot, and then the opal side is significantly cooler. It's still hot. It'll still burn the crap out of me, but it's significantly cooler than the molten glass on the tip of the other rock. So when I tack it to the opal side, it doesn't fully connect, and that's what we call a cold seal. It doesn't fully melt into each other. And there's the Nino you guys have all been talking about.
Oh shit, what up, Deb Squad?
About to be Nino's squad here soon. He's thinking about it. He's not sure if he wants to get into that yet. He's got other stuff to deal with at the moment.
You got some good viewers in there?
4 right now. They hop in and out.
It's because you're not doing a giveaway. Like, fuck it.
Yeah, right. Speaking of giveaway, Odin, I'm going to be going to the post office tomorrow and getting a quote for you on shipping that Roadrunner. And once I get that quote, I'll let you know how much it is, and you can GoFundMe the money that I need to ship it. Speaking of that, if you wouldn't mind, can you go ahead and post the GoFundMe account for anyone who hasn't seen it?
I just thought it was appropriate to stick with that. The ranking member, no disrespect to you, I believe that.
Well, while little new was said in the 9.5 hours of witness testimony today, there was one new.
What's up, Pops? What's up, Pops?
Just months ago, the Ukrainian officials.
That's Papa Joe back there.
Were so impressed by him, they offered
It's
him
Nino's father. He's super cool dude. The entire family is awesome. They've always been super welcoming to me. Treat me like family. He's always trying to feed me. He makes really good food, by the way. So now it's attached to this rod. So now I got to take it and attach it, another punny to it, to where when we attach it to the tube, we can just press it straight on.
The 3 minutes that were spent asking you about the offer made to make you the Minister of Defense, that may have come cloaked in a Brooks Brothers suit and in parliamentary language, that was designed exclusively to give the right-wing media an opening to question your loyalties.
It's so pathetic. Yeah. Write their questions for them. This is so tedious. Now, although just as pathetic though is the notion that unelected bureaucrats like Venmo believe they know more than the president, whose policies they're supposed to be advancing, not resisting.
Is there a
First, I want
process
to
to determine official U.S. policy?
Get this piece of line tubing out of the kiln and out of the way and onto a blow tube. And I'm going to make something out of it. I think I'm going to make a bead out of part of this section, and then I don't know, I got a little more under the bench that I'm going to use. Piece.
Okay, we get it. Career foreign policy types like those we've heard from over the past week or so will almost always want more of your money going to their regions of focus, in this case, Ukraine.
Ukraine is on the front lines of a strategic competition between the West. Vladimir Putin's launches Russia. Russia is a failing power.
Do you want to quote for shipment to Australia, mate?
They can fight
Who,
Russia
Odin?
over there. We don't have to fight Russia here.
The drum guy, BB drums.
Hey, DB Drums, tomorrow I'm going to the post office to get a quote for shipping for Odin. He also lives in Australia. And Odin, I actually need your full shipping address because it depends on what part of Australia. It does change the price. So both of you guys DM me on Instagram or email me. Both of those, the handle and the email address are both inside of the description of the video. But Instagram is definitely the best way. I check that way more often.
Who's in charge? According to his former boss, Tim Morrison, Vindman's colleagues questioned his judgment.
You said specifically that you had concern with Colonel Vindman exercising, quote, appropriate judgment as to who he said what. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
You testified that Dr. Hill, your predecessor in Tennessee, told you that she had concerns about Colonel Vindman's judgment. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
And you testified that Colonel Vindman did not always adhere to the chain of command. Is that right?
I believe so, yes, sir.
And you testified that colleagues expressed concerns to you about Colonel Vindman leaking information. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
I also got to take the marble that we're putting on the tube, change the axis of the punny, and put a little nub on the back for Nino real quick too.
It's important to note that however all of this happened, Vindman wasn't all bad for Trump.
So I'll do
He
that.
finally
So
went
Nino
on to his
can.
call transcript on a
be-
classified server. He confirmed the call
Don't have to do so many steps to do an attachment.
To hide incriminating dialogue, and neither Vindman nor any of today's witnesses thought anything said on that call was
Do you have any more of that color? I can use it tonight.
Okay, I was thinking that or football. This is just what that's at.
Yeah, do that.
I think that color would look better.
I'll condense this down and make it solid.
President Trump's
Okay.
conduct, correct?
Yes, sir.
Colonel Vindman, you have an eye. That is correct.
And Democratic press, they might think that they're exposing Trump with these hearings. What they don't seem to realize is that they're really exposing themselves. After 2+ years of Mueller and now this, I just don't think most Americans are taking them seriously anymore. If White House staff can't sublimate their own policy differences with the president, then they need to quit. And maybe if they run for office, they'll realize that if the choice is between sending our tax dollars overseas or spending it here at home, most Americans will choose the latter. And they certainly don't think that's something worth impeaching a president over. Meanwhile, Adam Schiff is kind of like the boy who cried wolf.
LOL
He's
boxes.
the chairman who
Box.
promised to start a witness.
What's the books? What's the box? What box? I'm confused.
All right, here to respond, Sarah.
This thing?
Investigative journalist, Fox
That's a
News
kiln.
reporter Tommy Dillon,
It's like a big oven, big reaches really hot.
It's a refrigerator.
It's the opposite.
Institute, Sarah, should
What do you use the refrigerator for?
Everyone
Love it when
is a
people
star
ask that.
witness except
Really?
when the witness submits to real questioning.
Absolutely, the Democrats definitely have to start tampering down.
BB Drum's chopping up a fat mix right now.
Testimony that there was no quid pro quo, then there was no extortion, there was no bribery, there was nothing that this star witness could deliver.
All right, I'll turn it down,
Opinion of things. And we already see that even people that worked with Bittman, Lieutenant Colonel Bittman, have questions about it.
You guys in Australia don't like to hear America's crazy media.
Yeah, my dad jams the news, dude. So
Yeah, he'd be on that all day. Pops don't play no games when it comes to the news.
Oh, hell no. Never mix bud with tobacco. Maybe in a spliff, but not in a bomb.
No,
That's so bad, dude.
the only time I have ever mixed is in a blunt wrap, and the wrap was
Oh,
tobacco.
yeah, blunt tobacco wraps. Yeah.
But I've never taken actual tobacco and did no.
Bong rip. I've seen people pass out doing that.
In my opinion, that's like ruining the weed.
It makes your bong so fucking disgusting. Like, ugh. Gets you pretty fucking ripped, though. The waviness of tobacco, and then you get stoned, too, really fucks you up.
No tobacco. I'm addicted to cigarettes and I'm trying to quit, but I did quit for a couple weeks and then I failed. I almost went like I think 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks without a single cigarette, and then I slowly started smoking again. But I've been vaping a lot more. At least this tastes good. What's up, Coco?
You guys got the hot tub? Yeah.
handful. So now all I gotta do is put a nub on the backside. And the reason why I changed it and put the handle on the lens is so when we go to put it on the tube, we can place it properly. Having the handle like on a different side, especially on the back, you can't even stick it on the tube because that's where it's supposed to be stuck on. So where your handle is or your punny, there's a big part into what you're gonna do with it. Okay. Before I do that, though, I'll show you guys a little more. Will you guys watch me make this the other live? Just this pretty simple marble. And this is available. I'm letting you go for a very good price. Hit me up if you're interested. Yeah, it's not harsh vaping. It's not harsh, but it tickled my throat at the beginning, and I always cough. But then after a while, I just got used to it. I just turned it down, and I would do like 40 watts, and then got used to that and turned it up a little bit, and up a little bit, and then after a while, I just used to it.
Are you and Nino collabing right now?
See. So this is a piece of hollow line tubing, and the blow tube was cut off, so it's easier to pack. So now I'm reattaching a new blow tube to it. So you put it in the kiln, heat it up, and then punny up to the front. That's how I do it. And then I'll clean up this back end. It's not a clean cut. That way I can. A piece of glass just popped off of this and stuck to my neck all hot. Now that I got that cleaned up pretty good, I do a small flare. Flatten it out a little bit. Kind of prep it. Felix, if you want one, hit me up.
And she testified she never reported any.
It goes down in the DM.
Concentrates.
What's that?
Tobacco concentrates are the way to go.
For sure. Tobacco concentrates are the only concentrates you should be even trying. Tobacco concentrates? Who said that?
Mario.
Somehow later discovered that they was a problem. After this thing was given up with shift staff and his whistleblower, who's at the CIA, who Vindman is apparently the guy that leaked the information to. Distorted. It's interesting that Vindman himself says he thought the president demanded, and then that's the exact language that's used in the whistleblower complaint. So, and there's no demand. But I want to back up just one step real quick. If he was asking about investigating the 2016 election, we've already got a Ukrainian court that is convicting people for interfering with the U.S. election by leaking false information about Paul Manafort at the time Manafort was becoming campaign chairman of the Foreign Systems Act of this country that said since 1961, we've got to investigate before we release money to our country whether there's corruption going on.
Well, I said all along, Trump was well within his rights, and I think it's about time we have a president who watched our outgoing and right money from the country. That's part of the reason why he was elected.
And I'm probably going to move the computer over to Nino's side here in a few minutes when he starts doing the attachments, because it's something, one, I want to get saved on video, and two, it's very interesting to watch the finishing moves on mini feed. I think you guys will enjoy that. So right now I'm just straightening this handle out. 8 people, 8 likes, that's legit. Yeah, if any of you guys are new and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers so I don't have to bring the laptop into the studio. I can do it from my phone.
Hello, I'm Mike Fitzgerald, Director of Mike Hill. Thanks for your support. You helped me will become one of the fastest growing companies in America. Over the last 12 years, we've helped Mike Hill create thousands of jobs right here in the USA.
Yeah. See, this is what line tubing is. So these are all these lines start out as the regular size 7 mil glass rods. And you stack them together with clear on the inside and outside, and you cook it all together and pull it down.
So much more. For example, you can get body pillows regularly $89.99, only $29.99 with your.
This for the marble attachment?
Yeah.
Attach that for you?
I don't know how wide you want it, but
Probably a little less wide than that, but I can always pull it down a little.
Let's get tucked in, so we can begin this frequently bedtime story with the local Exodus. Fall asleep now, Bible bedtime stories, exclusively on the Pray.com app.
I thought this was the lowest point of the hearings over the last 2 weeks. The contrast between these outright professional, ethical, career civil service military officers and some of these politicians, I found it really striking that people can see the difference.
Well, just an easy example, you reach a gunner, you get slow.
Your judgment, your former boss, Dr. Bill, had concerns about your judgment. Your colleagues had concerns about your judgment. And your colleagues felt that there were times when you leaked information. Any idea why they have those impressions?
Yes, Representative Gordon, I guess I'll start by reading Dr. Hill's own words as she attested to in my last evaluation that was dated middle of July, right before she left. Alice is a top 1% military officer and the best Army officer I've worked with in my 18 years of government service. He's brilliant, unflappable, and exercises excellent judgment.
And just let you know,
What makes
we're all talking
this potentially so problematic is the use of power. Not a political slush that we're talking about. It's about aid who has Bill Taylor last week talked about this very issue. And it actually helps the national security of Americans. Congress recognized that and appropriated funds accordingly. But one that really needs to talk about this issue as well, Don, is that looking ahead to tomorrow, when we have Gordon Sondland, who is assured to be somebody who is going to get a lot of attention because he
So I'm
is
just
the Congress priority.
stretching this down just a little bit so the diameter is a little bit thinner. This will go onto the back of the large attachment, the largest marble. More like that or a little bit? Way too long, obviously.
Yeah.
Laredo 7737. That's Laredo 7737.
You can attach the marbles.
Yeah. Trying to finish it up tonight. Oh, so Torch Talk celebration.
When?
Coach Talk?
Oh, it's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. What time is it?
It's like 8:30.
Where?
Coach Talk?
For those of you who are interested in glass, every Tuesday, we brought it up last time we were on, but every Tuesday there's a channel called Torch Talk. And every Tuesday they do their show and have an artist on or a couple artists on, and they have demos that they play and they talk about glass and different events coming up or events that they went to. It's pretty cool. I'd highly recommend checking it out. They do giveaways quite often.
Nobody can cross it.
Nobody can swim.
Nobody can cross it.
Nobody can cross. Nobody can cross. I can cross it just fine. And crossing is fine. So I cannot swim.
Cars down the road is the Dallas River. Residents were forced to pay between $250 and $500 to cross, as transportation was restricted to either a heavy vehicle or be lifted across.
Nobody can cross it. Who can understand cross it? Nobody can cross it. So this man and this a man just say nobody can cross it.
What is this?
Nobody can swim. If you can't swim, you can't cross it. Nobody can cross it. If we are wrong to hit the pole, this a man can cross it. And if this a woman can cross it. Can't swim, just swim. Nobody can cross it. Who understand it cross it. Nobody can cross it. So this a man and if this a woman, just swim. Nobody can cross it. Who can monitor water and something. Alright, we are wrong to hit the pole.
Not all the vehicles
Can't cross it.
this vehicle
Get across it. We left away in the wilderness. Nobody cross. Yesterday, the bus just coming across our. I was so happy, bro. Just rush that car. Why cause the bus can't swim. Can't swim. Can't swim. Yesterday, the bus just coming across our. The bus can't cross it. The last time, hurricane, ran up the barrier at the top. Nobody was wrong. walking circles, walking across it. Nobody can cross it. Understand cross it. Nobody can cross it. So it's a man.
So when you do an attachment, you want to make sure the connections are very, very solid. One. How long do you want this nub, or you just want me to take off the whole handle and you can pull it off? Or
we'll see how far I got it. He's gonna be right in that crevice area.
yeah. Polish this crevice real quick.
Can you spell
No. Message retracted. What'd you say, Felix? Oh, Felix, you playing games, bro? I got Thor's hammer handed out to quite a few people. I was playing that. So I'm actually going to take a little bit of this from him so I can attach it to the rest of the attachments. But I'll leave plenty on there for him to still have enough.
There you go. Fish flies.
And then after I'm done with this, we're going to let this marble sit in the kiln for a few minutes because it's solid glass and it's cooled down quite a bit.
Wait, what? Wait, where did you find this?
Do you guys want to know about the torches?
Yeah, when I bring the computer over to his side, you'll see his torch and you'll see how different it looks. It's a completely different beast.
Nobody can cross it. The fisherman will never get fish.
So basically you just leave like a nipple on there, and this nipple's way longer than it's probably going to end up being, but that's the point where it'll attach to the tube.
You alright with that janky setup?
That's fine. Let me get this opal prepped up so you can do a couple attachments for him in a row, and then I still got to make those other ones. Yeah, as long as it won't fall over, I don't care. Yo, who was that? What song was that?
Some African fucking flood, and they're like, "Get across the road."
Nobody gonna cross it. Nobody gonna cross it. Gonna cross the road. Is that what he's saying?
Yeah, they can't cross the road because the truck can't swim.
He asked about the torches. What about them, guys? Oh, he asked about the torches and then retracted it. I got you.
Alright, we are going to have under concern. Because nobody can cross it. Nothing the kid can go to school, just me. Because nobody can cross it. This man and this man can cross it. I can understand. Yes, just me. Nobody can cross it. Nobody can understand cross it. Nobody can cross it. So this man and this man, just me. Nobody can cross it.
What up, Drums? What's up, Clover Gang?
Alright, we are going to have them.
Rock Squad, Dub Squad in the building.
Did you know? All right, so here's the opal. I'm gonna honey up to the front of it and then attach a. Do we need the nubs for the top, the smaller attachments,
I
or
think so. I think that's
just little guys?
yeah, little guys.
And the smaller the attachment, the smaller you wanna. Someone yip yip.
Yep.
So my boy Jay does that on his channel all the time. Yip yip.
So wait, you're gonna put the unit on the back and have that facing upward,
What, the opal?
or you want it facing like?
I want this facing like a teardrop falling down.
So are you gonna put it on the bottom?
No.
The connection?
No.
So we're gonna put it right on the edge of the can?
That's what I was thinking.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, that works. Yeah.
Do you think which way do you think will look better?
No, I think that would look good. I just didn't realize it that
For sure.
we're gonna do that.
I got you.
I'm from the Bay and White though.
So this needs to be transferred again.
Anthony, that's the driver you used to work at Venetia. Looks exactly like it. No. This is older brother.
So my punny is a little crooked, so I'm gonna punny up to the back and then reform the front.
I know you. He's trying to
Oh, they legit. Oh, shit.
I could expose you. I know why you here. Hey, sir, you here to have to the 13-year-old up there.
But,
You here to have to the 13-year-old. Hey, excuse me, sir, you here to have to the 13-year-old boy up right.
What the fuck?
Hey, sir, you here to have to the 13-year-old on the internet.
can we plug in a DSLR into the laptop and do it?
Hey,
Yeah, but we have to have an encoder.
you on the internet. You know, he's here for you to have to the 13-year-old.
What's that in the background? What the fuck?
Some video of a molester of a child
Hey, excuse me.
pedophile dude getting busted. Alright, so now this is nice and straight. Now I can punny up to the front and put the little attachment on the back. And that's what I mean by like the small steps, like paying attention to detail and redoing these little things. I mean, I could have left it how it was the first time. You could have placed it on there and it would have been a little bit crooked. And, you know, you do that enough on one piece, the whole thing ends up being shitty.
Good on that. Got him.
I'm good right now.
CBD file?
Now I got it all good. Now I will attach a little bit of color to the back for Nino to have his attachment point.
Kristen, a basic piece could take anywhere from 1 minute to
1 minute.
to half an hour. Depends on what you're making. I used to crank out bowls for production company within a minute.
Yeah, that's true. But like slide bowls.
Yeah, like the old school slide bowls, not glass on glass, just the ones that put in.
But that's, you know, when you're working at a production company, you're doing the same thing over.
Yeah, you get really
over,
good at doing the same thing.
Over. So you get very, very good at doing it.
It's not fun at all, but
Yeah.
it's still kind of dope, playing with fire all day.
Yeah, but if you can find a production job and they'll hire you without any experience, that's a great way to learn to blow glass.
I mean, most jobs want you with no experience so they could teach you the way they want it to be done. Because if you come in with experience, they'll be
You have
like,
habits.
I don't know, you can get it done, but it's a little different and maybe not as fast.
Yeah. Most people, it's hard for them to break their bad habits.
Yeah.
Or their own habits. It doesn't even have to be a bad habit.
Fuck that China glass, you right?
Oh, shit. Have you run up any escorts?
Who said fuck that China glass?
Clover gang.
I like you, Clover Gang.
Gang gang.
It's a whole lot of gang shit right there.
Yeah, press charges on that.
For a stinky snack of the body recommended. Are you allergic to phones? That's even addicted to shitting multiple phone. Married man getting a phone call from the 18-year-old he's paying for sex. What do these all have in common? It's germs. You fight germs, you don't. We could with this coffin for your phone. You just slap your mobile device into this start coughing, just press the button, the lights come on, and the snap lasts for 5 minutes. It's like I'm playing an EDM concert for your phone. This product also ships with a revolutionary cool-down system that lets you know when your phone is done cooking. There's a automatic digital out. Your phone is now 99.9% bacteria-free, as well as charging you the promises to be the cleanest your phone has ever been. You filthy pig, and you're not totally satisfied, then please feel free to call us, and I'll send your money up my asshole. Here's your sign.
What the fuck is this? All right, so now I got this little nub all ready to roll. I'm just gonna get it uniform for him, and he'll pluck off a lot of this.
I know what you're thinking, how does this bad boy work? Let's take a peek under the hood and look at these cool germs out on UV lights in action. It's a goddamn orgy of germs in here. None of them stand a fucking chance in this thing, let me tell you right now. You'd like to your nuts that brought black light and cum stains on the toilet, the mug, the garbage can, your own mother's face. Oh, shit. You're wondering, well, you just got no control over your ejection. Now you have control over where you reject the detail of the white stains, as long as it can fit within inside.
Hey, you Aussie guys, have you ever seen the Big Les show?
I
was thinking doing it like a teardrop falling down.
You can put a pile of dog shit in this way.
Oh, the cat. Shit.
What is that in there? Oh, it's for the.
Yeah, just to wash it off.
It's a good idea. All right, now I'm bringing you over to Nino's. Shout out to you guys. Fuck that China glass. That's what I'm saying, son.
There's the best. Probably too close.
Is that a good angle, guys? Yeah, I think that's probably pretty good right there.
Hope that they're gonna cross it.
You guys good with that? he's going to be dealing with the entire tube this whole time. It's, he's built a lot of tubes. We've done a lot of glass blowing, so the stress levels aren't as high as they used to be. But when you first start blowing tubes and you have a lot of time into it, even after, still to this day, you get a little nervous sometimes. You got to have an internal clock and know when to hold them and know when to fold them. Know when to hold away. It American made all the way for me. It, American. Hell yeah, Clover. Well, support us, son. Hit me up. Speaking of which, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and post my GFM. The first 5 donations eligible for sticker pack. Yeah. So this flame down here is called a Bunsen burner. It's basically a constant annealing flame, so that way he doesn't have to put it back into the kiln. Oh, it's starting to rain again. Back into the kiln every time it cools down. He can keep the tube hot with that annealing flame and not have to put it back in the kiln after every single move. If you're not subscribed to this channel, please do so. It would mean a lot to me. Jeez, man. When's the next story time? I'll probably do story time tomorrow night. Story time! So right now he's heating up the back of the connection point. He's leaving it that long? You can do a push pull? Yeah. Look, this. Okay. So he's heating up both the side of the bong and of the tube and the marble connection point. Pushes it in and then gives it a slight pull. Now he's looking at every direction, making sure that it's lined up exactly where he wants it. Now I think he's going to bridge it. Yeah, so this is called a bridge. What he did is he left a little piece of rod at the top of the blow tube, or the bottom of the blow tube next to the mouthpiece. That way he can bend this rod over and attach it to it so it's welded in place, and he can cook that whole seal in where he just attached it to the base of the tube without having the marble starting to get all wobbly and going all over the place. It's basically like, it's a brace. We call it a bridge, but it's a brace. I'll be back.
Nice, dude. So I got the marble on there. Now I'm just gonna work on making that connection post look seamless and weld it on really nice with the rest of the piece. So as you guys can see, his torch is kind of crazy compared to what I got going on. Not crazy, but just a little more complex looking. What happened? Oh, you trying to slope it? I'm just trying to get it even. I had to push it over a bit. Yeah. Use the hand torch and just hook the other side and let it grab it and slow it back down. I would get the hand torch out and just hit it right in that seam. That way it pulls it down and the inside. So hold it out there. Stay right. Don't get more pulled like forward. Hold it in. Like so the glass falls. You know, I mean, just do you. You got it. Yeah, it's gonna work out. Kenny Rogers. Is that from Kenny Powers? Is I think Westbound and Down or Eastbound and Down. You guys ever seen that? Eastbound and Down or Westbound and Down? Whatever it's called. Oh, fucking the most funny show. Pretty funny. There's a guy called, I think it's Kenny Powers. And it's the something. Give me these days, but it's on Pineapple Express. Like you went to the text message all this stuff. Let's steal some. Okay, look at this. Yeah, good. I can't see it from that angle. Yeah, I cooked the front half now. Front half. We have the top part, like next to our bottom. Yeah. But it looks, it's good. It's good. Yeah. I think that was fine. The only way to get it perfect is to take the bridge off and let the whole thing sink down in there. And it's not really worth it. It's too much of a risk. It's good. Yeah, that's fine. The only people who will notice those kind of imperfections are you, me, and extreme glass players that have blown glass before. I mean, everyone needs one. Well, it's like when like electricians, like, you guys don't notice that cheap bolts are different colors than this bolt, it's 5%. But I'm an electrician, I notice like 6%. Dude, it's just like that, you know. You have water damage in the ceiling. I found one of these that fell out of the wall, and I laid the drill and 3 holes and they screwed up on it. So there's 3 holes. I think you're right, dude. Absolutely. Yeah. Oh, dude, yeah. It's all one of the words. I literally walked into houses that are filthy, they're super nice houses, and all their bolts are different. Different colors. Some are warm, some are cool. That's warm, that's cool. Yeah, that's 5,000 Kelvin. This is like 3,500. That's awesome. Yeah, maybe 4,000. That's so good. Wow, dude. She cranked that for you.
I got the section on for you. Wow. It's nice. When you say lab glassware, do you mean like beakers?
Are you talking about Boreal?
Jim Riley, go ahead and shoot me an email or a DM if you have Instagram, and draw me out a design of what you're trying to get made, and I'll tell you whether or not. I mean, I'm sure we can make it. You want some beats, bro?
And like some non-copyrighted music.
Yeah.
Something like nobody can cross it. No, you're good. Okay. Got this thing nice and reheated.
I don't care what they're for. I don't even want to know.
All right, Jim. Yeah, shoot me. Do you have Instagram, Jim? All right. Yeah, my Facebook is on the description of the video. Go ahead, hit me up. Let us know if the music is too loud, guys.
So you want the pointy side down?
Yeah. Oh wait, no, I was thinking side up. Do whatever you want. I was thinking like a raindrop all the time, you know, side up.
Yeah, like side up. Yeah.
That's small enough after you probably want to bring it.
So that
Just
actually,
big one back up.
I'm just gonna break the two signal. I really want to work in that color.
Yeah. Seems legit. Yeah, give me a minute. I'll type it in.
Kind of hard to see the bling on that opal, but it's shiny as hell. So that's what we got right now. Finish it up in a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
So we're gonna slap two more on either side of that opal. And I'm gonna clean everything up, mouthpiece it, and then we'll call it a night. Damn, Jim, I never tried to make anything scientific like that. I've seen a lot of videos on how to do it. It'd be fun to make one, like a coil condenser or something like that. Distillation,
I've always wanted to try to make
a fractional distillation set. You know, that'd be kind of fun to make too. Thanks, Drums. Later, Odin. Thanks for joining in, man. Odin's out. Odin Power. He's good.
All right, later on.
Want me to move that piece back? I'm gonna go grab some beer. Yeah.
Perfect.
I'll be back, guys.
Alright, so I'm just doing the implosion marbles, just like the big marble, but they're just going to be a smaller size, and they're going to go on both sides of the opal. So, and I want them to be a little bit bigger than the opal size marble. So I want both of these to be the exact same size, which is the hardest part, is making two of the exact same size. Bro, yeah, my Facebook is in the description, by the way, bro. If you look in the description, Jim, my Facebook's actually in there, along with all my other information. And the first 5 donations on my GoFundMe are eligible for a sticker pack. So go ahead and do a little donation if you want a chance to win a sticker pack.
You got 3 viewers.
4. It's all good. They come and go. Yep. And then after we finish this collab, I'm gonna start on a solo tube. Well, not start on, but start on finishing it. Here's the top part of it. The mouthpiece is right here. And this will connect to the beaker bottom. I have the beaker, or the section to make the bottom right there. I just gotta shape it out. So what I was doing right there was building up some clear around the top for a lens, and I was giving it a twist, a slight twist in the entire implosion pattern. So it matches the bottom. So now that I got the lens built up, I'm just gonna make sure that everything's on center. And then I'm gonna do the termination on the back. So the first thing I'm gonna do is basically make sure all this is nice and rounded out. Put the whole thing up. And while I'm rounding it out, it's gonna center the entire marble onto the Bluetooth that I'm spinning around. It's a little bit off center, not by much. Yeah, so now it's on center. Now I'll just heat up the very end of it, where the pattern is, and I'll pull all that down into a nice termination towards all comes to a point. There's a couple of different ways to do this. I'm gonna try. I call it a flat smash pull method. I just make it because I take the punny and I'll heat up a little bit of this stick that I'm gonna attach to the pattern. I'll create a little section that's flattened out. It's basically the size of the pattern, and then I'll heat up the back end. Once this back end and the whole pattern is red hot, I'll stick the punny to it and then pull it away straight. So I stuck it to it and I stuck the pull. For sure, Jim. And if any of you guys are new, feel free to subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, so I can use my phone to go live. So now I'm going to reround this out a little bit.
Pretty good, man. How's your car running?
Oh, like garbage. Well, the smoke that's coming out of the tailpipe was so crazy on the way here.
How you starting your shop?
Alright, so now I got that termination next. Good. One thing I was doing was terminating it, and I was also taking glass away to try to get the marble size a little bit smaller. Now I'll back it in black. First. For sure. Do you think I should do black on the back of these, or do you want me to use like this heavy logo?
You're trying to match the size unit?
I was gonna take a little bit off the front too.
Yeah. Because I think this is usable. I think we should use this one.
Oh, I can match it then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna do that.
Then I gotta use black. So pop that into killing in.
That way we can just get her done, man.
I feel you.
Yeah. Maybe make a sale.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good. So yeah, do you guys watch the Big Les show, dude?
Not.
I gotta check it out.
What is it?
It's like an Australian show about Big Les. His name is Les. It's funny as hell.
Is it? What's going on at Torch Talk tonight?
Bead demos.
Huh?
Like beads and stuff.
Oh, cool.
I've already seen it on Patreon.
Oh, word. What's Patreon?
It's a paid membership service. You
Oh,
can-
word, yeah.
They're not even talking to you. They're just showing the demo and they're going to dip out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think so.
It's like a half-ass Torch Talk.
Oh, he's probably like on the road or something. I don't know. Go to the bottle shop. I just went to the gas station to grab a case of Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Damn.
It's the cheapest beer they got. Yeah. Thanks for the viewership, guys. Brad, you guys would say a slab of piss and a pack of Winnie Blues, mate.
Oh, what the fuck? Is that what they said?
That's Australian.
A slab of piss?
A slab of piss and a pack of Winnie Blues.
It's funny because even though we all speak English, sometimes I don't understand what they're saying because of their slang or whatever.
Grab a case of titties, man. Titties, mate. It's all good, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Will you caliper the size of that marble?
$17.2.
So that's a tool we use called a caliper. Jewelers use it often. It's just a measurement tool. To get precise measurements, it really helps out a lot, especially when you're trying to match the size of marble. So I got it all back to black now. Bottle shop. Is that like a liquor store?
That's we were talking about the ABC stores the other night.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude.
So right here, I'm just attaching the color to the back for the nub instead of honeying up. That way I can cut a step out, kind of speed the process up a little bit. Yep, and it's raining hard again. We appreciate it. That's one thing that I always noticed about glass before I blew glass was them trying to explain it to me. It was kind of hard to understand until I understood how glass moved. So for you to say that we're explaining it well, that's good to hear.
You have the, yeah, 1 second. I got this re-access for you.
Thank you. I was gonna get this down to the right size, and then this honey up for the front is good to go. Kind of spiral right down the thing. So it's still just a little bit too big, so I'm going to take a little more off the tip, off the clear, and round it out one more time, and hopefully we'll have the right size. We're there. Tiny bit more. A little bit more. Kind of pull that beam over the surface a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, I just adjusted that opal. It looked a little bit weird. It's really good now.
I believe that should round it out one last time.
Professor Dove. Professor Dove in the building.
A little bit more.
Bottle load. Their terminology is so awesome.
There it is. Now I'm just going to polish off the lens, make sure the lens is nice and good, because the lens is what creates the optics on a marble. The lens means everything in a marble. Resize that one more time. And then I'm going to size this one in. 17.25. That's good. Just because that one's a little hotter, a little wider. Yeah, we know about the Winnie Blues, mate. Winnie Blues. I only know about it because that show I was talking about, that YouTube series. So it's getting to be winter out here. You guys like midsummer or getting to be summer? Fall, maybe? Summer. Yellow colored sickies. You smoke Winnie Blues, like. That's fucking awesome. I love that name. Winnie Blues only around here, like. Yeah, I've never even heard of any of those brands or seen any of them. So. So this is ready and I'll move this computer back over.
So that way we know it's not.
It's just because this one has more clear on the top and this one doesn't. Let me make it.
Yeah. Let me make it,
Yeah,
better than some of the
Nino's gonna use that other marble for a miniature lab, not a collab, but a mini lab.
That stuff on the front, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be sick. Professor Deb. Yep, so all you guys hanging out in here for 2 hours. You guys are pretty awesome. We appreciate it. What time is it over there in Australia right now? Like daytime?
Probably like 3:30.
In the PM?
Yeah, probably.
What color are you gonna make the pendant out of?
Blue or
Oh, the matching color.
I did put this little chunk in there. There.
Space type stuff.
Maybe I'll go here.
What if you did a pendant half and half? Yeah, like
Did
this.
this on the front because the back wouldn't make sense.
I was thinking half and half, like left half, right half, so you change the axis, but that's a lot of work, I know.
Yeah.
But I just never seen one like that. That's
It's hard to get those perfectly even and straight on the line. You know? But
They are. But I have noticed with smaller sections, it's a lot easier. What's up?
My back would hurt for some reason.
Really? Standing?
I was just standing. I don't know.
Too young to have back problems, huh?
Could have been from lifting those tanks earlier.
Definitely. So I'm gonna clean this. I'm gonna try to do this one a little quicker because I'll be waiting. good. Actually, I forgot. No more rows. I gotta keep these two looking the exact same. Or close to it, you know. I want them to be the same size, same pattern. Oh, screw it. I like it the way it is. That's just the way it is. Oh, yeah. We need blues only, eh? Shit, now I want to try some Winnie Blues. You guys are going to have to send us a pack of Winnie Blues.
Many blues in the air. It's like the rallying call. The Dubs Australian squad.
Yeah, Dub's Australian squad will only know about the Winnie Blues up in the air. Put one Winnie in the air if you just don't care. Do they have Winnie Reds? I don't know what you guys are talking about. What was the caliper size again? 17?
Yeah.
When you get the termination right on the first try, that's always fun. It's a good feeling. So what's that show called again?
The Big Les Show.
And it's on YouTube?
Yeah. They had it on MTV for a minute in Australia.
Australian MTV?
Yeah,
It's a real thing?
real deal, yeah.
Oh wow, first try. Perfect size.
Nice.
Oh, and the green on this one is fabulous. Too bad I couldn't get that green on all of them, but who cares? Yeah, this fucking popping. Hell yeah, Jim. Good to hear. That's dope. I appreciate it. Did you end up getting sending me a message on Facebook? I said That's it. Little tiny people.
It's like these two spirals are almost identical.
The patterns.
I got some wax right there. Sugar. Oh, what? I haven't seen it. Sugar wax. Yeah.
Kind of cool down a little bit and be able to see the pattern before I put it on the front. Oh no, man. It looked a lot better when it was hot. That's good. With that. Sick, son. Did you flatten it out before you put it in? The marble?
No, I just worked it with the marble on it.
That's dope. It's a hollow pendant.
How do I get you your phone light?
Just shake it.
It's a good feature.
Yeah, way up high.
Kind of see it. You should focus it.
It's a dope ass pendant. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. It's the type of pendant that I like to wear.
Yeah, same here. Simple, clean, very nice. All right, it's time for a winning play, mate.
Alright, so I just gotta pony up to the front, and then Nino can finish up all the attachments. And tomorrow, I'm gonna make a solo tube, or finish a solo tube that has been long overdue. Yeah. Go.
Yeah, it's beautiful different, you know, like wow, this one's like
Yeah.
twisted more, and like that one's like a little different.
I just, the size is all I really super care about. It's the same size.
Yeah, true. Yeah, and the size and basically the color. Do a hot seal.
You want a hot
It's a semi-hot seal. Yeah. That one cracked off as a foot.
It's really hard to get the lensing right when you hot seal it.
Yeah, well, it always seems to work out in this show. So we were just talking about doing a cold seal versus a hot seal.
This is a hot cold seal.
It's like we're doing it in between, but with a cold seal, you can just like pop it off. With a hot seal, it's attached permanently, basically. So it's good to know how to do both. So whatever situation you're in, you can utilize. Shit, maybe we'll go for part 2. So they're saying it's delayed now.
Alright, yeah. Well, I'm gonna restart it then.
Yeah, maybe we'll restart it. Maybe get a little bit better quality when we finish up the tube, and then we're gonna call it.
So I'm gonna end this video right now and start it right back up. It's just gonna say part 2 in the studio, part 2. Or part 4 actually, because this is part 3. We're probably gonna have to peel off some of that. Alright, I'm gonna end it, and then when you guys come back, it'll be on Nino's bench. Yeah, my computer's off.